Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hard Drive 32. It is Friday, the 16th of July, and welcome so much. This is a channel dedicated to 32-bit games, both learning how to make art for them, to make one, to play them, all that type of stuff. So if you love 32-bit gen of games like PlayStation, Sega Saturn, all those type of things, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, keep up with the channel because I will be on here going forward Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. is what it's looking like. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little interim. So between Friday and Wednesday, since I last streamed, on Thursday, I did get my Unity Bolt platformer done, which is awesome. And it's nothing crazy. Maybe I'll put it up. I'll actually probably put it up here in a second. It's following the Unity tutorials for Bolt, which is their version of like a visual programming language. Really, I'm happy that I got that done. That's kind of like, my background is an artist, primarily in graphic design and some game development, because I did work as an art director for 5 years at a game company. But even still, never dipped my toes too heavily into the waters of either visual programming or programming. So finishing up that simple platformer was a big deal. And now that I got that done, I also on Thursday got started on the junior programming series with Unity, which is supposedly going to take me 12 weeks. I think I might get through it faster, as I finished the first 4 weeks just yesterday. So when I did work at a game studio, I did play around with coding. I helped edit code shaders. For those that don't know, shaders are kind of the way code interprets light and images on screen primarily. And so that's kind of art related. So I dipped my toes in that, and I also made shaders via kind of like visual programming. And so I was surprised how much of that knowledge and information carried over to actual programming. So yeah, that was what I did in the interim. We, on Wednesday, left off our Dingy, our 3D model, basics of him. We'll return to him on Monday. But for now, today is Friday. Today is the day we get to chill out a bit and relax. That is what we are going to do. We're going to take it easy, enjoy ourselves, and play a horror game called Dismember Mind, which looks really spooky and creepy. And let me go ahead and we're going to switch over to my gaming monitor. Haha, it worked. By the way, guys, I'm running 4 monitors on my computer. I've maxed out anything my graphics card can take as far as like inputs go. And I'm glad that it transitioned to the right monitor just now, because I wasn't even sure just before the stream started. I just hooked up my display tablet to the display port of my graphics card. I didn't know how everything was going to be arranged, but hey, looks like it works. So let's take us a moment here, and I will show you guys on the website itch.io, which is the top indie game marketplace. It's on the web. I'll show you guys the game that we're going to be playing today. And what's wonderful about itch.io is it's a website where people oftentimes test their indie games before they go to a full release. There's a lot of free demos, pre-releases, alphas. So if you like indie games in the slightest, I definitely recommend itch.io. It is fantastic. Just for if you ever, like, there's all sorts of wild games on here. Like you have this top thing, which is like retro computer style, like survival horror text adventure. But one time I downloaded, for example, a pug dating game where you sat across from a pug at a candlelit dinner and you had a lovely date with him. You could ask the pug questions and, see if you were compatible. It really touched me in a deep way, made me cry. Then there was another one I played, which was Human Face Simulator, where you bit the face off of another person. It was crazy weird. There's so many crazy weird games. I love it. It's such a, every time you dip your toes at itch.io, you're always surprised at what you find. And what I had found for today's stream was Dismember Mind, which, since we are a 32-bit gen, focused game YouTube channel, Instagram, all those type of things, yeah, I decided to choose this one. I would describe it as, I haven't played it yet. I'm not even going to read this description too much. I did see something about warning. There's mention of abuse. So I will give you guys the pre-trigger warning if you guys have any abuse in your past or if it really leaves you uncomfortable. I don't know how far this game goes. I'm going into this completely blind, but that's just a pre-warning. That's kind of the content we're getting into, because it's going to be a horror game. But yeah, looked really neat from the screenshots. Looks spooky and scary from the screenshots. And what really got me is there are some PS2 titles and PS1 games called Clock Tower, which is about a schoolgirl in a evil mansion escaping from this dude with scissors. Scissor Man, I think he's called. And then there's Haunting Ground, which is about a young girl in a mansion with her dog, and she's trying to escape the owner of this castle. And there's Rule of Rose, which is about a bunch of evil schoolgirls in an all-schoolgirl academy. This game, Dismember Mind, just from the screenshots alone, reminds me of all those other horror games, which are excellent games. Totally worth checking out. Definitely check out Rule of Rose, Haunting Ground, and Clock Tower if you like old school survival horror games. And especially, as I'm going to say, what I'm going to call Catholic schoolgirl horror games. The whole premise being all of these games seem to involve a lady in a schoolgirl uniform trying to escape some bad guys. Oh, my Bixby in the background of my Amazon phone just activated. But yeah, it is fantastic. Oh, by the way, guys, I want to make sure I've got the new... Okay, make sure everything's okay. I did an update on OBS, and I was like, saw something that's different. So anyways, back to my point. These are what I consider to be schoolgirl survival horrors. You take part in as a little girl trying to escape some terrible monster. Honestly, usually some patriarchal oppressor. More often than not, it's these ladies fighting off against the dudes, kind of the I Spit on Your Grave, that female revenge story. I kind of dig those games. They're very different. They have a Victorian goth era feeling horror, and that's what I'm hoping to get with Dismember Mind, is that gothic horror where you play as like the fragile character who takes over and takes down the bad guys. But we'll see. We'll see what we get. Also, a lot of this description's in Spanish. Okay, controls are going to be WSAD, E to open doors, pick up objects, F to kill. Okay, we'll see what kind of game we're getting if those are just our controls. And hopefully it loads up okay. That's the thing, is we are playing indie games. You just never know with indie games. All right, one moment, good folks. I'm gonna get this all set up. Ooh, I thought I downloaded it. Let me download it real quick. Yeah, and all of these games, a lot of them work on tips, which if you got $1, definitely do so. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, once again, welcome to Hard Drive 32. Thank you guys so much for being here and seeing this spooky, scary game with me. And we're going to have a grand old time. Let's see. I'm trying to think of... Oh, I was going to tell you guys other news. I got my copy of Skyward Sword in. I forgot I had pre-ordered Skyward Sword long ago. And then the UPS guy pulled in. So that's actually probably what my wife and I are going to do for our anniversary, which is on the 31st. We're going to play Skyward Sword because she's a big Zelda fan. I'm a big Zelda fan. And We're going to take her easy and have a staycation, maybe even weekend inside and play some Skyward Sword and see if we can get in a weekend. Which I've never played. I've beat most of the Zeldas, almost all the mainline Zeldas. However, I have not played Skyward Sword. And what's great is it seems like the HD re-release of it fixes a lot of the issues people had of it, which seem to be simple quality of life things like fast travel or skipping tutorial scenes. So I really am so pumped. By the way, what I'm doing in the background, I had to do a fresh install on my computer a while ago. I hadn't reinstalled some of it, so I was just downloading a unzipper real quick so I could get it. All right, boys and girls, let's give this a shot. What are you doing, game? Starting on the wrong window. There we go. This seems as topics for certain people. Let's see. Ooh, all right. See what we're getting into. And hey, if this is short enough, maybe we'll jump into the sequel here on stream too. And there we go. Got game audio is going, so that's good. Might boost the game audio just a hair. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud for anybody. So I do have it to where it ducks the audio. Kill game. Map. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. That's a great way of demonstrating low, medium, and high. Turning things down so far. It's like almost different generations of games. We'll do maximum for sure. Dear Diary. Today I am 9. Scared of the material in this. And inside the villa, 5 villas. I do not know anything but the villa for now. Last night, while they used us, a spirit taught me what it would be like to live outside. And now I need to see it. This is going to be pretty dark, I think. I mean, they were warning me the material is going to be dark. Here's the thing, guys. I'm cool with things being dark as long as they serve a narrative purpose. So we'll see if, like, the uncomfortable subject matter, as long as it's treated not just as a gimmick, I'll be okay with it. We'll see, though. Oh, no. Okay. So they already... Interesting. It's not implying whether they're alive or dead here. Controls are okay. It's got that old school tank controls. Oops. There's some jank, but it's not this jank isn't off-putting me. I wonder if a controller will work. I do have a controller. Oh, goody. Okay. I can play with my controller. Nice. Don't know. Well, you know what? I don't know if I want to play the controller. It doesn't look like I can do everything, like run and stuff. Okay. Just got... So one thing here, this is where my dev mind comes in. So if you check out this lighting, guys, you got this cascading, this light, the sun, the sunlight within the scene is casting this shadow. The way the light is treated is almost how modern day lighting is treated, which is perfectly fine if that was our intention. I do think it takes away from some of the old school element to have the lighting treated in such a realistic fashion. They could have done maybe deferred or vertex, something that implied a more PlayStation era lighting system. These are, by the way, super minor. I really do appreciate this type of things. This is like, honestly, like if I give feedback to something, it's me trying to provide feedback to what the creator might be trying to go for. Like, I almost like, hey, you can always improve your art, you can always improve your game, but this is already an accomplishment just to make a game, period. So yeah, if I give feedback to devs about this stuff, it's in service of, you know, how everything can be a little bit more. That doesn't mean what they've made isn't great. Creepy TV. I wonder if this has instant game overs. Let's find out, good folks. Jerks. Okay. Okay. Instant reset. Okay, so that's how they're... Got me a little bit. So getting spotted to some extent is an instant reset. I like the fixed camera angles. I wish there weren't quite as many. Oof, as it leaves me confused here and there. Yeah. Also, there's some geometry issues with the character walking on the surface, and that's because they use the actual ground here as the surface in which he's walking on, which what they could have done is maybe do a navigation mesh, like a simpler mesh to have her walk on. Okay. Oh, we got a fork. Gotcha. So this game is just kind of like find item, kill bad guy, find item, kill bad guy, avoid along the way. We're gonna play this. Oh. Oops. Oh no. Okay. This door is way scarier than the bad guy. Jeez. Let me free. Dang it. Try to open it from the side. Oh no. Guys. Guys, help me, this door. F to kill door. Let me free. Okay, we're gonna press it, E, and then we're gonna back up. Okay. Got us out. Okay, we got our villain in here. Ooh, okay. Is there another door? Let's see if we go up to and press F. Hold F. I'm not quite getting the purpose of this game just yet. Like, oh, it's so disturbing. She killed someone. Yes. We'll see. It's a little amateur and it's horror storytelling. Just because I don't know the context of the situation just yet. Like, why? Obviously, then these villas for enjoyment. That's what I'll say. But like, what's a player deriving enjoyment from? Just like, as far as my perspective of the gamer, am I supposed to be finding this upsetting? Am I supposed to be like, yeah, this is, am I getting a sick pleasure from like killing the characters, that kind of thing? I don't know. This is okay. I need to, I'm going to keep playing to get a greater context of what's going on here. I think this is implying a bad guy's coming. We'll see. Trying to think if I hear other footsteps. Don't hear anything. Oh, I bet I could have seen him through the window earlier. Also, I don't understand the point of the mouse cursor as of right now. Doesn't really serve any gameplay purposes. Yeah, this is okay. I like this game aesthetically a lot. I think it's got a lot of great art going on. Okay. Am I supposed to kill these girls? No, thankfully no. Is there like a guy sleeping here or something? We're just wandering around with our knife, looking up to do some bad things. I probably missed a door, and this one was like true of old school games. It's so easy to miss doors. Okay. Is there a door back here? No. We go back in this hall. Oh. Here you go. Now we were in here earlier. Okay, we go across here. We treat this like a labyrinth. We're gonna follow one wall. Nothing. Okay, go down this hall. Did I miss this? Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm not entirely digging this. I feel like this game's also gonna be a short experience. It seems to be just reveling in the violence. It's like there's a... I really like horror things, by the way. And there's a movie called Terrifier. And it's about Art the Clown. And he goes around killing people. And the point of the movie is that the main character finds a VHS tape with all these different murders. And the character can't stop watching it. So it's about how we get entranced by violence and obsessed with it, even to our own destruction. And so there's like a point to be made with horror games or horror stories in general, of the fascination with the darkness within those horror things and what drives us to actually be compelled to participate in the fantasy of them. But my problem is the artwork itself needs to be aware of it. And as it stands right now, I don't think that the creatives behind this game necessarily understand the role of violence in media, or they're not creating a compelling gray message. This is just so far just violence for violence sake. And I'm gonna go ahead and complete it for stream today, just because I think it's fairly short. But we'll keep playing, and then I'm gonna have like a little bit deeper thoughts on it by the time we conclude. Yeah. Yeah. I think part of what makes this a loss is the fact that we weren't given characterization of the girl beforehand to any extent, to a big enough extent for us to quite understand the trauma of what she is doing. And like this puts it in a very simplistic perspective. The whole like everyone could become a killer and then they're still crazy and they kill everyone, man, and it's just without, you know, remorse. And that's the problem, is like I think good horror films give you an understanding of the character and what the trauma of all this does to them. And the fact is, humans don't just break. People want to be happy. People want to be good. So good horrors, in my opinion, is like when the characters overcome some sort of tragedy, trauma, villains, whatever it is, and even though the act is traumatic and leaves a deep impact on the characters, for the audience, there's the enjoyment of, oof, they escaped it and now they're free, made through this trauma. Right now, this game is heavily just reveling in it Yep. And it's gonna be more gruesome. Or it's gonna be the same animation. There's just nothing compelling about this. Okay, we're gonna head out here. Unless I've missed some. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. I have not. So one of the game ideas. So while I'm working on all this art stuff, I do have like 6 or 7. Gosh, how many do I have? 6 or 7, I'd say. Game documents in the works, and I'm going to be starting with the first one, which isn't a horror game, but I do have a horror game I want to do down the line, which is like a 32-bit survival horror. And part of the concept within that is the monsters, the villains, they're transformed, but they retain their humanity. So they're still like partially human, and that's what's horrifying is like there's humanity within them. They're complex, and this is so morally black and white and just indulgent. Yeah. La 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 la. We killed them all. Now let's go. Da 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 da. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I like went blind for a second. I had no idea where I was going. Okay. As far as I know, game, that's where that ended. Now what? There's... I did not see any other doors open. The fact is they made a sequel to this, and I'm very curious to see what feedback they took. My guess is they just tripled down on violence, and that was a novelty. And there's honestly like I'm not gonna dismiss anyone that violence for violence sake is enjoyable for them, especially in a fictionalized setting. I just for me, my cup of tea is whenever they also have something to say about that violence that's occurring. Did I get this guy? Oh, these camera angles. Oh no, we got him. Figure on the other side. So, yeah, I mean, it's fiction. If you enjoy horror of that variety, that's okay. I did it. I did a game. They're all gone, I think. What now? What do? Holy cow. Yeah, there's just no real game to this. I got them all. Now, can we do something, game? You know what? This actually reminds me. So I'm reading where I had read Junji Ito's Spiral, and the concept of that horror is that there's this town that everyone is obsessed with spirals, and their obsession with spirals is what leads to their doom. And it's all just an analogy for being obsessed with horror or obsessed with anything and how it could be detrimental. And that's like a unique commentary on like violence and the fascination with violence. Na 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 na. Oh, this is boring. How much more do I gotta do this? We done yet? Ugh. Good. I think I got them all. Oh my gosh. I take back the camera angle comment. Ah! The environments are so repetitious, it's so confusing. No. And they also, art like this also has me concerned a little bit about the creators. Because sometimes this media is a reflection of wish fulfillment, which I hope it isn't. Oh my gosh, game, come on. Pretty sure I went through every door. So there's a single building. Here's the thing though, even when I play a game that I don't quite enjoy, it's kind of motivating because I see a lot of the quality within this, and then it gives me, and I see the flaws, and it's like, oh, you know, if I pursued a similar work, I would do X differently. And so playing this is like giving me ideas as far as how I might approach a similar game. And one of which is to make it easier to find out where the hell I'm going. Gosh, game, where am I? There is so an item I just missed. I'm sure there's just an item I just barely missed out of my sight. Okay, go down here. Got him. Oh, there it is. That's what I missed, folks. Okay. Didn't even tell me. Probably the key to get out. But I wish they'd told me it was key. Escape key. Just call it escape key. Or just say like my escape. Some of the sound stuff is fantastic. Props to the sound people for like this weird distorted sounds that they're doing. I'm sorry for anybody that's watching is getting super disorientated. It's not my intention to go the wrong way so many times. All right. Rawr, we escaped the villa. Oh no, we gotta get this guy too, I guess. Yeah, he's the mastermind. Ooh, camera angle. Ooh. Item? Not an item, spit of light. I get it. These bad guys are bad. Games designed to make you miserable. Sometimes it's okay for a game to try to make you miserable, by the way. It really just depends. Coca-Cola cans. They just don't have much in the way of like gameplay elements. Okay, so Lily's just gonna go back and forth. Got it. Oh, don't tell me it ends that way. Where's it? Okay, it takes me back here. Oh, and the game doesn't have a way to save and remember which items you have, so it's doing this. Oops. Oops, game devs. They needed to make an enum with a boolean to say, yes, you have knife. Yes, I knife. Guys, I did it. Guys, I almost did it. Wow. Scary. I'm hungry. There's nothing to do with this game. I'm hungry. Something totally off topic. My wife and I are going on a date night tonight, which for us having kids is super difficult, so we cannot wait. Oh! Ridiculous. Are you staring at us, guys? That's so scary. Ah! If I hadn't glitched out in my attempts there. And man, this got me so motivated to work this weekend. Yeah, so this weekend I'm going to do a lot more 3D modeling. Oops. A lot more 3D modeling. There we go. She's like a little girl and she's killing all these people. That's so brutal and dark. Yawn. Thanks. Us septuplets are also free. We're all twins. Telegram. The Little Psycho. By Rivi Voodoo, who's the creator of this game. More than 15 girls were found last night wandering the southern Mississippi highway. The 9-year-old girl brutally murdered her captor and 8 assailants who abused the 15 girls. Police allege despite prostitution. An exhaustive investigation is not ruled out, adding multiple accomplices and charging the adoption of the poor girls between 5 and 8 years old in the nearby orphanages. Zoe will be taken to a children's reformatory to demonstrate that her physical and mental stage is correct, after she alone could do it. That with just a knife? And what would you have done? Deep, man. That's so deep. That grass is growing in that tree car. Who knows how long it's been there? Whoa, man. She's like crazy now. She did all that, now she's just crazy. Shit. I'm scared. Do you look? She got scary teeth. Stupid. So fudging stupid. When edgy was cool. That's this game. This is the type of person who watches The Joker and thinks that Joaquin Phoenix is a hero in that game. Or, sorry, hero in that movie. Versus what that movie is actually about, which is about the mental health system failing its people. Lame, lame. Okay, I have attacked it a lot. Allow me to say some good things about this game. The art is fantastic. Props to them, especially if it's a single creator. This art is great. The audio is great, especially if they did all that as well. It just show, but the maturity of the, I just burped. The maturity of the writing and everything else is kind of garbo. So, I don't know. Check it out if you want to check it out. Props to these creators. I'm not going to be, I don't want to be one of those people online that just bashes on people's stuff. That's not, like, there's a lot of work that went to this, and as they grow, I think that they have a big future because it looks fantastic, and their writing can always improve as they grow and mature as a person. But I would just say Dismember Mind, it's free. If you do like what you saw of it, go ahead and download off itch.io. It is free, or send a person a tip if you think it's good enough for a tip. I think it would be. Because they definitely deserve a feature in games. Their art is fantastic. And yeah, that was Dismember Mind. And let's just jump to something wildly different. We'll play for just a few minutes here. I've got all these other itch.io games, all sorts of varieties. let's go ahead and play one. If it works, it's called Chainsaw Dance. It's based on Chainsaw Man. Yeah, this is cute. Let's see if I can go full screen. Oops, nope, full screen might break it. Oops, oops, oops. What have I done? What happened? What was a terrible idea. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, let's play some Chainsaw Man. Pick us. Oh my gosh, cool. Boys, girls. hard Vance, easy Vance. Cool, guys. I love this. I might use this song whenever I do the time lapse for Genji eventually. Okay. Let's start with the first one here. Oh, cool. It can let me preview it. I am definitely going to get a copyright strike thanks to this. Dang it. I don't want a copyright strike. Bad dance. All right, we're going to do that and we're going to play it on hard. I don't know what the controls are though. DFJK? DFJK, that's odd. I got it though. Oh my goodness. Alright. What you guys don't know is I used to be an expert at this game called Step Mania. Oh, that is cruel. I wonder if there's a way I can change the buttons too. It doesn't look like I can. That's all right. We'll do easy so that way we can see it to its completion. DFJK. Irons. What you guys don't know is that later in the Chainsaw Man, during one of the big climaxes, our hero has gone insane for a bit, and he forces this poor girl to do some dance rhythm game while he's just in berserker mode. Oh yeah, you got it. Oh no! Rocket. Oh no, copyright strikes. I think I remember this song. Why are you doing this in the game? I don't want a copyright strike. It's alright, I don't care if I get a copyright strike. Let's enjoy some music. I love it. It's cute dancing she's doing. So, her character in the manga, she's like always kind of perpetually crying and depressed. That's why she's crying through this. Yeah. If I could change the key layout, I would do a lot better. The whole idea of splitting the keyboard in half to do this makes it a lot harder than it should be. Also, I think it'd be cool if they, instead of doing the sound effects they're doing now for the dance, they did something more chainsaw related. Or something that matches the particular song you're on. I feel like the beats I'm hitting. I wonder if this helps because of my piano skills now. Yeah! Now that was a lot more fun. That was a good way. A good game to potentially end the stream with here. You dance enough to survive! Oh well. Cool. Cute. Can't wait to fight that copyright strike. Music credits. See, guys? It's got music credits. I'm safe. All right. Oh. I got to alt for it. That was cute, guys. That was a fun game. All right. So Chainsaw Dance. Also on itch.io. Yeah, ones I might wait on to play a little later. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream for this fine day. Once again, welcome to Hard Drive 32. My name is Alex Wolgan. I'm streaming now Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. And the channel is dedicated to working on our own 32-bit game. On Wednesday, we actually were working on a 3D model for Chainsaw Man that was in the PlayStation 1 style, kind of like the Dismember Mind game that we played. And I really can't wait as time goes on and my programming and my 3D knowledge gets better to where as soon as it gets enough to a point where I feel okay-ish about starting a game project, I am. And honestly, I feel like once I finish the junior programming with Unity, which I think is going to take me 1 to 2 weeks, and I've made this Chainsaw Man character, which my goal for him is to not only make the 3D model, but also animate his transformation from a normal character into his Chainsaw Man, his like devilish form. And that's going to be, and bring it into Unity, which I've done in the past when I was working at Game Studio, bringing characters into Unity. Kind of know how, but it's been a while. Unity's changed a lot since I was last in it. So yeah, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, I will feel comfortable enough to pursue starting on the video game project. And that's when things are going to get wild and exciting. But thank you so much for being here with me now. In weeks ahead, they'll still be doing really cool art. Thank you again. I love you. And I will catch up with you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.